All right, here's a quick update on Flynn. And Thunder, his best pal, is always next to him these days, especially this week. So there's not too much to report. Good news is he's still eating, drinking, and obviously standing and walking. Really, though, there's really not much improvement at all. He's still very wobbly in the back, and his legs do continue to go out under him, if that makes sense. If you can see his back hips are swaying back and forth, that's not typical. He can't just stand sturdy like you see in the back Nimbus is doing. So definitely still very concerned. We still have a few more days of the medications. He has been on the medications and is doing, like, he's taking them okay. But the bottom line is he's taking the medications. So that's good. But realistically, we honestly will not see we honestly will not see any improvements for several weeks. So this isn't something that, but you can see right there. This is not something that we're just going to see improvements with as soon as he's done with the medications. This is something that might take weeks to see improvements from. But I am encouraged that he's still standing, eating, and drinking. But you can see those hips of his are just swaying back and forth. And at times they're buckling. I will say his social sweet demeanor is still there, but he has been a firecracker with some of the meds. We usually give it to him in the barn. But if he's not in the barn and I'm trying to give him his meds, he is trying to run, which he can do. It's just his back legs are dragging. So that's the update as far as Flynn Ryder. Again, he has meningeal worm. You can see right there, though. You can see his hips swaying back and forth. We're still honestly, we're still really concerned. We don't want to see long-term effects. Obviously, like, death is the absolute worst case, but I feel like we're not even talking about that. We just don't want to see any long-term physical or neurological effects from this. It does impact their entire central nervous system. It can go to their spine, their brain. But right now, the symptoms that we're seeing is swaying of the hips, like you're seeing now. His legs are more together. But you can see he's still interacting. He's still, he's still sweet as can be, and eating, drinking, and walking. So all of that is a great sign. And he's getting all of the meds that he needs. We have a few more days of medication. And then basically after that, it's just observation. We have been observing all of our other animals because it's not transferable as far as like Flynn standing next to Luke, so Luke will get it. It's not transferable like that. They have to eat that certain parasite. So we are hopeful that because we've given the parasite shots to hopefully, null and void any parasites that might come in, we're hoping that none of the other alpacas, nor any of our other goats, because this can be with alpacas or goats, we're hoping that we've avoided all of that for the other goats and for the alpacas. So far we have seen no symptoms from the other alpacas or any of our goats. But that's the update on our guy, Flynn Ryder. Hey, Flynn, I'm going to go see Pete, Flynn, but you can see that. Do you see how he's dragging? It's hard. I'm watching him like all day through my windows. Our pasture that they're in right now is right in our backyard, so we can see them at all times, which is really actually reassuring as like a worried alpaca mama. But that's the update for him. So realistically, I know so many people care about Flynn Ryder and love Flynn Ryder. Realistically, do not expect a quick, yes, he's doing great update. This is going to be several weeks of updates of how he's doing to see if there are going to be long-term physical or neurological impacts from this. So far, I've not seen any neurological, he seems completely himself. I haven't seen any neurological. It's all been physical. So I will keep everyone updated, but that's the daily update on our lovely guy, Flynn Ryder. Right, honey? He's so cute.